everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my fall prep small business edition because we're going to be doing some fall crafts. I have some new bookmarks I need to make. I want to go to Hobby Lobby and check out their fall fabric section. I want to make a new garland for right here. I'm thinking about doing some little pumpkins. I think that'll be really cute. But let's go ahead and head over to Hobby Lobby and see what they have for fall fabric. I am back from Hobby Lobby. They did have a small section of fall fabrics. So the first thing I got, these two. So this one is like browns and golds and just kind of gives me fall vibes and still is a floral design. So this is really cute. And then I picked up this brown fabric to go as the inner lining. So it's just like fall colors and I just thought it was really pretty and I love floral designs. So I got both of those. And then I also picked out some more of that mushroom fabric. I was initially planning to launch this fabric with my first collection, but I did not do that. And then I saw it again. I was like, that could be really cute for the fall launch. So I picked up some more of this and I did get 3 yards of all of these. I'll have plenty for book sleeves. Absolutely love this pumpkin one. I think it is so cute. Unfortunately, they did not have a gingham or like a plaid design that I really liked. So I might try and find a plaid or gingham fabric that matches one of the pumpkins to do that as the inner lining and then call it a pumpkin patch book sleeve. I just think that's really cute. So I love this one. So I picked that one up. And then the last fabric I got, which I also love, is these pumpkins. And this one is kind of giving me fall, but also a little bit of like Halloween vibes with the black and all of the little orange pumpkins. So I got this one as well. I really love this one. And then I think for this, I will use the orange fabric for the inner lining. Really cute fabrics. I cannot wait to make some book sleeves with those fall fabrics. So I'm hoping my tags will get here either tomorrow or sometime this week. That way I can try them out and make some book sleeves. Probably in next week's video, we'll start actually sewing and prepping that whole launch so that way it will be ready for either the first week or second week of September. So let me show you guys the August TBR bookmark I made. So I'm a little bit late, but I didn't want to miss August. So this is the TBR bookmark. And these are really great if you like creating TBR lists or monthly wrap-ups. You can write down all of the books you read for August. So if you are someone that likes to do wrap-ups, I think it would still be a great time to purchase the August bookmark, but I am working on September and October as well. So my initial plan was to make September more of like fall vibes, but for July and August, I stuck to the monthly flower. So I didn't want to get off track. And so I will probably do a whole separate TBR bookmark just for fall, and I'll just title it fall. So if you want to create a fall TBR or kind of do your reading wrap up for the fall months, you'll be able to do that. But here is September so far. So the September monthly flower is the aster flower. So I'm doing like purples and I'm going to throw in a few browns because it is starting to get into the fall season. And I obviously still need to illustrate all of the flowers and leaves and stuff. But this is September so far. And then last thing that I have in the works for illustrations is I just submitted this design to be made into poly mailers. So that way, if anyone orders the book sleeves, it will be shipped out in a little fall poly mailer and it'll be like really cute and themed, since I do have the strawberry ones, which are great for the spring and summer orders. But let me go ahead and make some of these August bookmarks so I can share those with you and show you what they look like. A lot of people ask me what some of my favorite papers are. And for all of my matte bookmarks, I use 140-pound cardstock. everything I use. It's always linked in my Amazon storefront if it's something I got off Amazon, and I buy all of my papers from Amazon, so this is on there. All right, here are the August bookmarks so far. I just need to run them through my Cricut machine, cut them out, and then I will add the little tassels. For this one, I'm thinking a pink or white tassel will be really cute. So if you want to make your own bookmarks, but you're not quite ready to illustrate your own, you can use a graphic design platform such as Kittl. Kittl offers tons of templates in marketing, social, stationery, but today I'm going to show you how you can design your own bookmark. So I'm going to start with a blank canvas, A4 size. Then I'm gonna come over here to illustrations and add my bookmark shape. So I'm just gonna click this square and create a rectangle. Then I'm gonna change the color because I want to create a fall themed bookmark. Once I have my bookmark base down, I can start laying on illustrations. So like this plaid one for the background and these little pumpkins. Once that initial bookmark is designed, I can just duplicate it and add 4 to 5 per page, and it's time to print. You can get really creative with how you make your bookmarks and what illustrations you use. You can even upload your own drawings if you do already have some. So try Kittl for free or use my code TABYT to save 25% off all paid plans. Thank you to Kittl for sponsoring this portion of the video. Okay, so for my garland, I think I'm just gonna use the little pumpkin that I illustrated for my fall sticker sheet. And I am going to be sending this over to Cricut, so I'm not going to worry too much about the size or anything like that. I just want to make sure that it's going to cut evenly around the pumpkin. So I'm going to create like a border that I would do similar to making a sticker. Okay, I'm gonna turn the background layer off, and then I'm gonna save this as a PNG. So I'm gonna go ahead and move over to the computer and print it, and we'll start making a little pumpkin garland to add to my room. I normally make just one round first to make sure that it's going to be a good size. I think that is going to be really cute. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday I did finish printing out and cutting all of the pumpkins for my garland. So we'll put this together today, and very exciting, I just received my custom sew-in labels. So we will also sew up some book sleeves today. I'm so excited to try these labels and finally start branding my book sleeves because I haven't been doing that. So we'll make one of the book sleeves with one of my new fall fabrics. And another thing, I did finish illustrating my September TBR bookmark last night. So here it is. I think it's really pretty. But let's go ahead and print it and cut it and see how this looks. Then we will probably get to some sewing and then make that garland. love how this one turned out. I do think maybe I would do a different inner fabric because this orange is a little bit brighter than any of the oranges on the pumpkins. I did order a little gingham plaid one that could look cute with that. And another thing I did differently is I did not quilt the fabric. I did add, of course, the batting so it has a nice kind of layer of protection, but I didn't actually quilt the fabric, and that is something that I normally do. But I noticed that for most book sleeves with pockets, people don't do that, and I think because it looks kind of weird with only having quilting lines here and then not on the pocket. So I think for these I won't quilt them, but I do think it looks really cute. And then of course I love the little pocket. The first or second week of September, so stay tuned for my fall collection. So now let's go ahead and make the garland and get that hung up right here. There's my finished pumpkin garland. I think it turned out really cute. I do want to add some decor on this shelf and make it a little more fall, and then add some more fall decor kind of here and there. Maybe some fall pillows for my cozy corner. And then for the bookshelf garland, I am filming an Instagram reel and TikTok for that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Next week, I'll probably start working on sewing my fall collection, which I am so excited for. And I can't wait to get all of those new fabrics in that I ordered. I'll definitely share that over on Instagram once they come in. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.